to download both the Barn Burner and Zinco TV apps in their respective app stores on iOS and Android devices. While you download, make sure you rate and leave a comment. Both apps are free. Zinco TV is also available on Google Chromecast, Amazon Fire and Fire TV sticks, Roku and Roku sticks, and on all smart TVs 2016 and forward. And tonight I have two-time Juno Award winner, Lifetime Achievement Award, 9-time nominations for the Juno Awards. My good friend, Blessed, is here tonight. Thank you so much for being on the show, Blessed.
Thanks for having me, I'm glad to be here. Glad to be talking to you, because you're a person that I have enough respect for, so don't know.
Oh, enough love going right back at you, always, always. And right now, I want to get right into the current singles out right now that you got out. And you don't just drop one, you're dropping them back to back. You ain't even making them breathe.
Well, it's not even me, It's just the universe that's doing it, because some of these songs I had recorded 3 years ago. You know what I mean? But you can't, like, sometimes as an artist, you voice the tune and you just hope the producer put it out. So it's just really the universe. If I planned it, if I was gonna do it, I would have put it on an EP. You see what I say? If I'm gonna release 4 singles at the same time, I would put it on an EP. But that's just the universe right there, and just the producers them. It's just weird how it just all coming together. Like in August, I had two released, two singles released August 20th, one released on August 20th, and one released on August 21st.
Wow.
And then
what was the first one?
This week, the first one was Black Man. That was released on the 20th. And then the second one was Dancehall Vaccine. And now just recently, on the 4th of November, I have one, Care For You. Care For You was released on the 4th of November. And then on the 6th of November now, we have the Herb Dream. Big tune released by Wash Your Fire and the Expanders, you know what I mean? So
Grammy people there. Grammy people.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Trust me, I did not plan this tune that was voiced a long time ago. I didn't plan it this way.
Yeah.
It's just the universe, because at the beginning of the year, I remember I talked to my wife. I said, boy, I didn't have a song at the beginning of the year. And now at the end of the year, I have 4. So praises be to the Most High for all the blessings.
Yeah, we have to big up Christy.
Yep.
She is like
big up Christy Queen.
Yes, she is, of course, your wife and your #1 fan. God bless her. I mean, you two. Yep. I would say, me I could say this on TV. I would say you're like the Jay-Z and Beyonce, but you better looking than Jay-Z. Sorry.
Thank you.
Oh, geez. But yeah, you got the songs that are out. I post on my post for those of my people who are seeing the post. That was Care For You, that track. And
big one, Glory Empire. They're actually from Toronto, from Jane and Falstaff. So ghetto youths, them doing positive works, and putting out positive music. That's really commendable, I think.
Yeah, no, that is so nice. That's nice. And you guys said the song that you did with the Grammy guys, you worked with them before.
Oh yeah, we did Money Don't Grow Up on Trees. I'm actually doing an album with them right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, that's in the works.
Money Don't Grow on Trees, that was nominated for Juno Award as well.
Yeah, that was my most recent nomination.
Okay. So how is, talk a little bit about Black Man.
Well, I felt like this song was needed for this time, you know what I mean? And it so happens that the universe just blessed me. My brethren Mike Brown, that I've known from Eclipse Sound, that actually did 2 tracks with them early in 2000. One was called Can't Take No More. That one actually won a UMAC award. You know what I mean? And another one called
2 of those, correct?
Yeah, 2 of them. You know, so one of the songs that I won was for their project, right? So it's not like something new. It's not a new relationship. So it's just the universe just blessed me with a rhythm, and I already had the idea from a long time. So me just say, you know what? I'm gonna write a tune for Black Man, because me have the Black Woman song already.
Yes.
So I say, Black Man need a song. I need a song. My sons need a song. My uncles need a song. My brothers need a song. My friends need a song. I said, I'm gonna write a song for us, because we need a healing. as black
Yes.
men. You know what I mean? Because we're targeted, and I felt like, we need to show more unity because I feel like people are taking advantage of us because they
Mhm.
don't see any unity. So then feel like say, well, they can do anything to us. Right? So
Yeah.
that's it.
I feel you. And of course, Herb Dream. Talk a little about
Herb
what it, but
Dream,
I think it
that
says what it
song,
says, right?
yeah, that song actually, me record that song there right before marijuana got legalized in Canada.
Yeah.
That's what I said. So I was really looking forward to this song being released from them time there.
Yeah,
I mean, I
them
said
time.
it
Yeah, I
would
was
be
gonna say.
appropriate, the timing and everything would be appropriate, but not before the time. I'm still grateful, you know what I mean? Big up Fire, big up the expanders. It's
Yeah.
all about timing. It was actually supposed to come out at the beginning of the year,
Yeah.
but then the pandemic started, right? And
Yeah.
then so the project got held back, but just the man just linked me. I say, yo, song out. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
I just saw it go.
Everything work out. But I want
Mm,
to talk about, we're going to talk about more of the present, obviously, but I want to talk about your beginnings. Like, I know you're
mm-hmm,
born in Jamaica. Talk a
mm-hmm.
little bit about Jamaica before you came to Canada, how the music came about down there before you came here, or
Yeah,
how it.
well, in Jamaica, it's hard to hide from music. You know what I
Mhm,
mean? Because the bars right down the street, the back when I was growing up as a kid, the speakers were huge,
mhm,
big speakers. So you didn't have to go to the dance to really have an experience. So while
yeah,
I'm home as a youth, immediately I listen to the music and I love the music. And then my mom used to take me to this place where there used to be a jukebox. You know what I mean? So I
yeah,
used to always play. They used to give me change. I play music on a jukebox. So from early, you know what I mean? From songs like Sharon, I'm pregnant, you're pregnant, and them sang there and Pastor never look under the bed. You know what I mean? Love in
yeah,
there. You know what I mean? Cause
yes.
them time the love in there that I run the place. From them time there. And
Did you know? Did you know my daddy used to manage Love and Dear?
I didn't know, but now I know. Yeah. So you definitely know said Love in there was the big artist. Like,
Yeah,
when I was a youth, them time, you know what I mean? So, on the jukebox, I used to listen to him, and then I used to listen to Josie Wheel also, which my mom didn't agree with that because you don't know, said Josie Wheel was a bad man them time there.
yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? So from the early out, and then I really started singing in church. One day my cousin was supposed to sing, so him get nervous and shy. So I said I used to sing every morning with my mom. My mom used to have morning worship, so I used to be the singer in the morning, me and my sister, you know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
was confident. So I said, all right, we'll sing. So there was a song that we used to sing every morning called Peace in the Valley. There'll be peace in the valley. It's a song by Jim Reeves and also Elvis Presley sing it over too.
Okay.
There'll be peace in the valley. And, I go there and I sing it. And, the church was, from since me sing it that time, they started to call me back every single week, asking me to sing the song. Till I actually got to perform it in a big auditorium in Marantby, St. Thomas, at
Mhm.
Marantby High School. I'll never forget it, where, all the churches, because I grew up Seventh-day Adventist, so all of the Adventist church, them gathered in the auditorium in Marantby High
Yeah.
School. And me get to sing it like we're doing a play. And I got to sing it, and I was like a little kid star them time, you know what I mean? Like the local people, they know say, me, I sing there'll be peace in the valley. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I got really known for that one song, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So from them times there, I love the singing. And then when I forward here, my dad, who was a friend of your dad, he had a studio, Valjan studio, and he was a big DJ. So,
Yeah.
right away, I got to nourish my dream and my talent, because around the sound system, me and my stepbrother are DJ. And then we started DJing in Sparways. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we started DJing, so we got known as the local DJ in Sparways. Then I started to go to a school in Scarborough called Mary Ward's High School.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then I was a DJ in that school. Back then, we used to clash. So we used to have, we used to be, that's how I met Lindo P, right?
Okay.
So me forward a foreign now. Me there at my school, and me at the DJ for the school. So some man a man forward to me and say, yo, you're not the baddest. Lindo P are the baddest. So I say, all right, make him come. You know what I mean? So he forward at the Merward School. Now
Yeah.
all the kids them gather around, you know what I mean, and then we start clash. And then basically nobody never win. So we just became friends from them time there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So back them times they used to have Mikey, artists named Mikey and Richie, and then you have Macamouse and Phoenix, and then we used to just clash. And then you have um man, I can't remember. Johnny Mice. He's the one
Yeah.
we looked up to. You know what I mean? There was the culture was very, very, very more than now. You know what I
Yes.
mean? We had Liquor
Yes.
Jamaica, we had Eglinton West, where it just looked like yard. When we went to dance, you had to get your clothes custom made. We didn't go to the store and buy clothes. We got it custom made, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Down at Eglinton West.
Startings.
Yeah, real. You know what I mean? It wasn't about name brand. It was about getting your thing custom made. Only you alone have that. You know.
Yes.
So from a very young age, I was aspiring to be an artist from a long time. You know what I mean? And then me
Where,
just get up. Go ahead.
sorry, where does the Red Flame sound system come in?
Yeah, that's where when we meet Lindo Pino, you know what I
Okay, that
mean? And
was
then
the
we
name.
started parring, you know what I mean? We ended up meeting Spider in Malvern. And then them times that we were kids, we never have
Yeah.
no money, we never have no bus fare. So more time we just walk. So we used to just walk from
So it was so what, walk what out? All them fancy outfit, you couldn't find a girl to drive you somewhere.
no, them time I was just a kid. We're just kids, like grade 9.
Okay. Me think of
Grade
high
9.
school.
So yeah, grade 9. Them time that we used to shop at Byway. Me know if you remember Byway. Those track suits that they used to sell and we used to wear the fake gold chain. You know what I mean? But when you go out, you don't know. So when you got Stone Love dance and everything, that's old when I was older. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
And
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So we meet Spider from Red Flame, and then him recruit Lindo as a selector.
Hmm.
So that kind of divide up the team. Cause me and Lindo used to DJ together, but then Lindo started to do the selecting thing and the mic talking thing, so that just leave me alone. You see me a
Yeah.
second? Empress, you know? So that's basically how it started, you know what I mean? And then the first person to ever bring me to the studio was Spider from Red Flame. And bring me to the studio, Calibi studio. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? That used to be down by Roundtree, down by Eglinton West. You know what I mean? Anybody who know Toronto know that. You know what I
Yes.
mean? And he brought me there, and to my surprise, he even paid me $50. I'll never forget.
Oh,
He
nice.
paid me so from early out, me know so me have to get paid for my dub
Yeah,
plate.
you set it right.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
definitely from them, that's how we met. And then, Spider, we were underage at that time. Me no know if me no want to get nobody in a trouble, but
Yeah.
we used to just get in I dance them. You see, because of who we are par with. You see me, I said, so I really got to get a full experience of the dancehall scene from a very young age, even before
Yes.
I was supposed to be allowed
Yes.
in, because I was very tall and skinny, so I looked older than my age. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So yeah.
What was your, because I know you did a song with Slingshot, My Empress, but what was your first recording?
The first recording was a song called My Mother, aka Mama. You know
Uh,
what I mean? No man can hit my mother and live. The first song me I write, cause that's what was my inspiration to really becoming an artist. Me I get rich and take care of my mother. You know what
uh,
I mean? So that's what I thought at the time. I get rich and famous and take care of my mother.
yes.
So I came up with the My Mother, which was an anthem, was as an anthem in the streets. Everybody in the streets knew that song. When me sing
Yeah.
that song, they are big forward that before Natural African and them sang there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We even had a video that got played on MTV Canada. You know what I mean? But I was known for that video. It was called the truck video because it was a video with a lot of trucks in it. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? So from them time there, we were actually working with Great Dane Records. Great Dane
Okay.
Records. That's who really put out that track. And then I used to go to Slingshot House like every Sunday. We did it and we have Vice. You know what I mean? From
Yeah.
them time there. You know what I mean? So that's how my Empress came about.
Yes.
And we actually viced that song. You know?
So that
my
was like
student.
your second song?
That was the not my second song, but my second single. You know, but me they have
Okay.
whole of tune them time there. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
But
But that
actually
was my
put out,
second
put out.
release. Yeah, second
Yeah.
release with Slingshot with the My Empress song. You know what I mean?
Nice.
And
You
then
got to
from
big up
then now,
King Turbo sound, of course.
yeah, yeah. And big up King Turbo sound for sure. King Turbo
Yes.
for life, you know? So
Yes.
then from them times then now, that's how I built up momentum because then Slingshot them used to play up on the radio. Me know how them start out, you know, them start
Yeah.
out on a hip hop show. From
Yes.
it used to come on 2 o'clock in the morning, you know. And I
Yes.
used to stay up every night. Me and Nkrumah, we stay up every night. I listen to hear we song play. And
Yeah.
trust me, they never let we down. They
No.
always played. They always played at Nkrumah or a Blessed from
Nice.
them times there. And then it's so happened that if King Turbo them have an interview for say much music, they would bring me too. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So they get enough exposure from that. You know what I mean? Like I remember one time I do an interview with Nam from Much Music. I don't know if you know Nam, you know. And we are
yes.
sitting on the
Okay.
table and the table broke down with the two away, you know. I'm gonna say
No, I didn't see
it
that.
was a, no, they never showed that part there, but me just
Oh,
I say from you know that's what happened. That's when King Tower with them had the studio in Scarborough.
okay.
You know what I mean? So just to show you, say it's like everywhere they went, they brought me. You know what I mean? So I'm forever grateful, you know, to King Turbo for that, for sure.
Nice. Nice.
Mhm.
So when would you say that, okay, you were around Toronto, obviously, and you were always, embraced by everybody. They love Blessed and everything. But when would you say that you felt personally that you got the big breakout tune that now people know like this is Blessed?
Yeah, definitely with the love, natural African.
Yes.
That will I will never forget. Every time I think about that moment, me smile. I will never forget that moment because that's what you dream about when you're an
Yes.
artist, you know. You dream about having that kind of love. And you know, I mean, like you talk about say if me I do a show, the show ram, you know. If me up on
Yes.
the show ram. It got to the point where promoters were putting my face on the flyer when I was on the show, just so they
Yeah.
could get people to show up at the show. It was it was to the point where I wasn't just competing with reggae artists. I was competing with, you know, pop artists. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I remember for the top 100 for Flow 93 5 top 100, my song was number 16. I remember my song. They used to have a Jay Wise and Liquor Red used to have a show, the Buckle of the Beats. And I
Yeah.
remember going up against Brian McKnight, beating Brian McKnight. I went up against DMX. This is for my dogs. They put up Unexpected against This Is For My Dogs. This is the year of
Yeah.
the unexpected against This Is For My Dogs. That's when DMX just a come out
Yeah.
and it beat him. On the Buckle of the Beats, the people them calling and vote. And this was a commercial radio station. I remember an article coming out in the paper saying Flow 93 Flow at the time or whatever the station. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Flow, right?
Flow
Flow is
93.5.
only playing one reggae artist. There was a big controversy in the paper how Flow was only playing one reggae artist. You know
Yeah,
what I
they
mean?
were
That's
playing, you were
how
like top in the top 50 requested songs of that
it
year.
was every half an hour. There's one time where I used to listen because I was excited about it. So I used
Yeah.
to listen to the radio and it would come on every 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So now me, I pay attention to my sales. So we used to have CD stores them time, HMV and them thing. The Sam the record man. So
Yes.
I used to go to Scarborough Town Center for the people who know Toronto. Scarborough is in the east. I used to go to Scarborough Town Center and I used to go to HMV and I used to see my CD because Spragga Roots put it on a compilation CD.
Big up Spragga
And
Roots.
big up Spragga Roots. And I used to see it, my CD, me going to HMV, I see my CD, number one selling.
Nice.
You know, I mean, know why the CD I sell, even though it's a compilation, I mean, know say my song I sell the CD, you know. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Which was a joy to myself. Like you go in, you see the rack full, and then by the end of the week, it empty. So them times
Yeah.
that you know some man I sell records. It's the
Yeah.
record music was selling them time. So it was really a really overwhelming successful bus. It was so big that up until this day, I am living off it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I literally have a career because of that moment, I think. You know what I
That
mean?
song. How did it feel to, like, the song hit and it's like still strong as of today, but how did it feel to have that song, your first nomination for a Juno, and you took it home?
Okay, let me tell you how that came about now. Them
Yeah.
time that me not even didn't know about the Junos them time there.
Yes.
So I didn't know how to feel about it. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Because
You didn't know
like
what it meant.
I've been, yeah, I didn't know how big it was them time there.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
the first when I got nominated and I won, I didn't even show up. I didn't even go because I had the money to go, and or it
Oh,
was
we
either
got
go to the
freeze.
Junos
Again, we're
or buy a
freezing a
car.
little bit. I'm talking to Blessed. Make sure you follow him on Instagram at BlessedB3. You froze a little bit. I think I got you back.
Okay, so them times that me never know how big it was. You know what I
Yes.
mean? So like I knew about it, but me never really that pre it. You know what I mean? But then
Yes.
Ron Nelson and Lisa them linked me and say, yo, Blessed, this song is too big for you not to submit it to the Juno. So I'm forever grateful to Ron Nelson and Lisa, because
Yes.
without them, I would have never won my first Juno, because me never had that even pre it. It wasn't on my radar at the
Yeah.
time. You see me I say?
Yeah.
So we submitted. Them time there, I didn't have a bio.
A lot of artists don't know the procedure of doing that or know about it at all either. A lot
How
of
to
artists aren't
submit.
familiar.
Exactly. So them times there, I didn't have a bio. I didn't even have a 8x10 picture. Come on, I get to you, you know. I ain't at the garrison me growing up.
You go on
So me not know
Facebook
nothing.
and take it off. Facebook existed back then.
No. There was no social media back then. So them times there,
MySpace.
them time there, if you want a 8x10, you have to go check Picture Man Lady. That used to be that used to be my go-to guy. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Whenever I need a 8x10, a Picture Man Lady. But them time I never, just to show you. This is
Yes.
facts. This is things that people can go back and check. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
That's why I love
You
these
see,
stories.
even after I won and they showed the picture, it was a picture of this the CD cover of
Yeah.
Spagger Road CD cover. It wasn't my actual picture. To show you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To show you that it was just a blessing from the universe.
Yeah.
Really unexpected. I'm Mr. Me walk around with a smile on my face for about a year straight.
Yeah.
Big smile. You know what I mean? I was so happy. You know what I mean? So happy that I didn't even submit for the next year, which I should have,
It
because I
passed
didn't had
you. I
unexpected.
actually noticed that and I was thinking, why didn't you? I thought maybe you didn't have something out, but it does. You can get excited and then the submission pass you. It's happened to me.
Exactly. I was so happy that I never care about the next one. It's just somebody can have the next one. You know, I'm glad with the one when we have. You know what I mean? But then I realized
Sharing is
with the
caring.
process, yeah, man, I was happy, really happy for a long time, and it took a few years for me to win the next one in 2000. I won for 2005, but I collected it in 2006.
Yeah, the reggae time.
Right. Yeah. You
Yes.
know what I mean?
Reggae
I was done
time.
with Explorer Records, you know? Big
Yeah.
up Explorer Records for
That
that
was a
one.
big one too for you. Obviously, it won a
Oh,
Juno.
yeah.
Yeah.
Still sing it to this day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. I like hearing the stories about the Juno and the whole thing. That's funny. So, anyways, like you said, nominated for, I said 9
Yeah.
nominations
Yeah.
for the Junos.
Mm.
That's big. That's big.
Yeah. It's big to
What
me.
is, huh?
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, just because we've been in this game a long time, Blessed, I want your
Mm.
thoughts on how you feel about how the reggae category is today. Has it gotten any better for you? Do you feel like it's done enough for reggae music in the Junos? Or what do you feel that you think should be done to represent us as reggae artists? Do you think that anything can be done for us to be heard, or I would say the music itself more respected, which we always seem to fight for?
Well, the first thing we can do is to get more organized, to treat our artists with respect. Like I said, that's what I said in the Black Man song. If
Yes.
we don't show unity and have respect for each other, then people are not going to think they have to respect us,
Hmm.
right? So first, we have to respect ourselves, and the respect come from the upper echelon of the music industry. meaning
Yes,
you have to treat the artist with a certain amount of respect. You have to treat them like them big, even when them not big, because we
yes,
create the narrative, right? That's one thing I learned. It took me years to learn. But
yeah,
you as an artist have to create your own narrative, or somebody else is gonna create it for you. You see
yes,
what I said? So when we are put with artists them on the show, the festival them, and then we have put them, we not even put them picture, we have put them picture and make it look small, or we put them on when there's nobody in the venue so they can get some exposure. And these are some bad artists, you know. There's enough bad artists Canada, you know. We
yes,
can mash up the show and I'll steal show too, you know.
yes,
I'm gonna put them on before anybody show up. You see what I say? It goes for it's in every facet, you know, of the industry. The DJs need to show us more respect. You know what I
yes,
mean? Play our music. You see what I say? Because then when they play our music, then people will get familiar with our music and then they'll fall in love and then they'll want to go out and say, Blessed be, perform. You see what I say?
yes,
We don't really have a problem with DJs playing my music. I'm just saying overall, because
yeah,
you don't know me spoil already. Like the whole of the DJ them play Blessed be.
yeah.
Big up all the DJs there.
Yeah, that's why I
You know what I
say
mean?
I can't really say much because I've always been supported my music. It's you can't say anything there, right? So
Right,
sometimes when we're talking, it's like we're discussing it, but we're kind of discussing it for the upcoming artists so they
right.
can, come through the right way. It's a
Yeah, so
different
definitely,
generation now.
yeah, so definitely, yeah, I don't want to stop talking about what we need to do to get the respect,
Yes, yes,
right? We definitely have to start respecting our own self. You know what I mean? We need to have a proper infrastructure.
yeah,
Everybody can't just be wanting to be the artist. You know what I mean? We need some publicists too. You know what I mean? We need some stylists. We need with one, even with one paparazzi. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Our own vloggers. You know what I mean? Because the vlogger them at Jamaica, they don't talk about us. You know what I
No,
mean? They talk about the artists, from that are based in Jamaica, or the artists them that have a big hype. You know what I mean? But
yeah, but you know what?
we need everything, every facet. We need our own dancers, everything, our managers. We need a proper infrastructure, and then we get the respect. You will not get any respect in the industry if you don't sell music.
Yes,
If you don't sell music, if you don't have streams, you will never get the respect that you deserve. So we need a proper fan base. We need a fan base of people that are going to go out and stream our music and buy our music,
yeah.
right?
It's
Because
just
that's the
like
only way.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, go
just
ahead.
like when people say, like, I notice some artists, like I'm saying this towards artists because I'm on radio now. It's like some of them, they don't take their thing serious. So if they don't take their thing serious, why am I going to take them serious? And
Mm-hmm.
that's what I noticed. Like when I'm just showing you an example. When music is sent to me, it's sent in its numbers. It's not even labeled. I don't know the name of the song. There's
Mm-hmm.
not no information, whatever. I just, to be
Right.
honest, I just delete it because I'm like, that's not professional, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
like you say, everybody, like an upcoming artist, I get it. They don't have everybody working for them, or they don't have this, team and whatever. But it's like I just find with our industry, it's always a fight for the Canadian artists to feel like they like um I don't think we have to act like we have to be accepted. I think we're already there because you, as an artist as well as myself, performed with some of the biggest reggae acts around the world. And you
Right.
can
Right.
go anywhere and perform with them and be on
Right.
that flyer, huge like them.
Right.
So when it comes back to here, we're here. They need to do the same thing,
Exactly. I've actually gone
right?
to Jamaica. I've actually gone to Jamaica and see my fellow Canadian artists. Me not call her name because I don't want to single out nobody.
Yeah.
Big flyer with them head big pan the flyer.
Yes.
More than one Canadian artist, me go to Jamaica and see them pan flyer and them big pan the flyer, just like the other artists from Jamaica. So we just
Yes.
need to do that too here. You know what I mean?
Yes. And
You know,
that's the thing that upsets me when they say that they're supporting Canadian artists, and then, like you said, the flyer comes out, the international, we say international because they don't live here, are big,
mm,
and then sometimes it's not even the
yeah,
Canadian
yeah,
artist name. It's like this small.
Sometimes we're
And
not
to
even on the
me,
flyer. We're not. It's the trend,
exactly.
the new trend now. But it's not every promoter is like that. I want to big up all the promoters them that
Yes,
give us our shine. Like last year, we were on a big festival where we got, was it the One Love Festival, where we
yes,
got our own day. So big up those promoters. You know, I want to thank them very much for that experience. I had my own
yes,
trailer. I had my assistant, you
yes,
know, to get my food. You know what I mean? It was really good treatment. You know what I'm saying?
yes,
So definitely not all the promoters. Jambana, their next promotion too that treats us with respect.
yes,
You know what I mean? So,
yeah,
and then I did a Jamaica Day, Michael Smith. You know what I mean? Treated me like a star. You know what I mean? It was star treatment. So there are promoters out there that give us the respect. We just need more of them to do that. You know?
yes. And like you said, you have your food, you have everything set. And that's what
Right.
I'm saying, it's not all the promoters, but I'm saying this now on this
Mm-hmm.
interview because we're saying this is the treatment that the Canadian artists get when we leave. So
Yeah,
when we
yeah.
come home, if
Mm-hmm.
we're leaving out there representing Canada and we're respected there, you gotta do the same thing here for the artists because it kind of, it's like, hey, it's just like when they say artists have to go out there to get
Mm-hmm.
big, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, blessed, he's ours.
Mm-hmm.
We don't
Yeah,
want
yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. But you know, the trend is you have to leave here, you know. We have to that trend has to break some way, shape, or form. I remember when
Yes,
in order to bus in Jamaica, you had to come from Kingston. You
yes,
remember those days? You had to
yeah.
go to town or you couldn't bus. But now those days, things and times have changed now. A countryman are run the thing right now
That's
from
where that
east
is
to
from, country.
west. So we, like I said, we create our own narrative. So we got to change that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And I see it slowly changing. I mean, I have to
yeah,
big up Sample King.
yes.
He's
Speaking of
dominant. I have to
Sample
big up
King,
Tiffany
I
Malvo.
see
They're doing
I
their,
see him going
yeah,
on with good
Sample
things,
King.
but I don't get no emails of his music. Just putting
Yes.
it out there if he's seeing this.
Yeah, yeah. He's gonna see this. It's my brother,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
I
He's gonna
need your
watch this.
music. It's I gotta,
So I
since
see,
we're talking about that.
I
Huh?
definitely, mhm.
Sorry, no, I'm
Yeah,
saying since
I
we're
definitely
talking
see
about that,
some
like I don't.
Canadian artists right now.
Yeah.
Canadian artists right now are on the map right now in
Oh
the
yes.
COVID. I even
Oh
see
yes.
DJ Wiz. I mean, I go on YouTube. I see vloggers talking about DJ Wiz. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? it's
I tell
it's
him. I
really
tell him.
good.
I say, go on, superstar. But you can't
Yeah,
talk to
man.
him.
The man thing, him have a buzz right now.
Yeah, no, I love it because that's exactly what you want because he's like
Mm-hmm.
putting the Canadian artist on his platform and people
Mm-hmm.
are tuning in and they're really watching him hard. So,
Yeah, yeah,
he might have put, I'm just using your example, he might put you on it and then that's 200 people that might not have known you.
yeah,
So
yeah. It's true.
you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Not
Mm-hmm.
necessarily you, but I'm saying any artist.
Yeah, it's
So
true.
it's important. I
Yeah,
love
man.
what
Well,
he's doing.
that's one thing with me. I don't walk around with an ego because I every day reality hits me. You know, every
Yeah.
day I walk out the street. It's not like when I walk out the road, everywhere I go, me ask here, blessed, blessed, oh my God, can I get your autograph? So I'm very realistic. I never get
Yeah.
too egoistic and in my head. You see what I said?
Yeah.
I know how big I am.
Yeah, no, you've always been so humble and respectful and just love. That's, you know what, honestly, I mean, we've known each other for a long time, but that's why you are where you are because it's important how you carry yourself with people and the
Mhm.
relationships that you create with people. People they're not into the hype. They're not going to embrace that vibe. It just doesn't work. And I know you're not just putting it on, that's you, but
Yeah, I
it's so
grew up in the
important in
streets,
the
right?
industry.
I grew up in the streets. So I learned one thing, the first thing you learn growing up in the streets, and I didn't grow up in the streets because I'm a gangster. I
Yeah.
grew up in the streets because I was stubborn and, I couldn't take telling. So, you know what I mean? Like, to be
Mommy
honest,
take
like,
one slipper to you. She take
there
one
was no,
slipper.
there was no mommy and no mommy and
Oh,
no daddy for a little while.
oh,
For a little while, I
okay.
was on my own. Since I was 15 years old, I was on my own, basically. So I had to depend on the kindness of my friends. The first person to move me in was Lindo P.
Oh,
Then my brethren Frost, from Frost from Soul Survival, moved me in. You know what I mean?
yeah.
My brethren Chinaman from Firestone. You see what I say? Like I had to depend on the kindness of people. So literally I grew up in the streets, and the first thing I learned the streets is never be show off, because I've seen so many people
Mm-hmm.
that were show off that got a humbling. I mean, don't want to
Yeah.
spill the beans, but it wasn't the universe that did it. It was the people that thought that they needed to be humbled that did it. You see me I
Yes.
say? So I've seen a lot of people get judgment. So from an early age, I learned not to be show off, not to be too,
Yeah.
cocky and show
Mm-hmm.
off. Definitely.
Yes.
Hmm.
And I just love, I have to say, your wife is very blessed. You are so respectful to women. And I love the way you
Definitely.
show love publicly to your wife. I think it's beautiful.
Definitely. It didn't start out like that. I had to learn. You see me I
Yeah.
say? In my early stages, I have a song called I Could Never Be a One Burner. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So for in my early stage, I was influenced by the Jamaican culture where a man has to be a gallus. You see me I say?
Yes.
But I learned over the years and throughout the years that you have to have respect for women. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Your mother is a woman, your sister is a woman. You know, she actually taught me that, because when we meet her, we never had a plan to settle down. We're still in another gallus mode.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But then when we reach her, when we meet her, and I saw that she was kind of like my mom. She was read the Bible, listen to church music and them thing that that's how me grew up.
Yeah.
So it just brought me back to my childhood days. You know what I'm saying? And then me sure you know her body already. Anybody who know her know. You know what I mean? Once me see that, me say I ain't
Didn't
going
I just
nowhere.
say Beyonce? She's got the bottom, that's for sure.
Exactly. Once I saw that
Nicer.
booty, I say I ain't going nowhere.
I must say. I say can I have some of that, Christy? Just share. It's okay. I'm mixed and I don't have that. Oh,
For
God
real.
bless her.
Yeah, man, she's blessed. It's perfect. You know what I mean? Like, trust me, I tell her
She's
all the
blessed
time.
and you're blessed.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I tell her all the time. You know?
Yes, she's a good
Mm,
soul. God bless her.
yeah.
I didn't talk about performances. You've performed with some of the greats out there. You've hit the stage with Lauryn Hill, Barris Hammond, Rita Marley, Alton Ellis, the great Alton Ellis, who I love him to
Yeah.
pieces. Gregory Isaacs.
Toots and the Maytals. Toots
Oh
and the
God, rest
Maytals
his
in
soul.
Jamaica. Thanks to Tanya P, who brought me to Jamaica
Yes,
to do
yes, big
the
up
Bob
Tanya
Marley.
P. And
Yeah, she
you
brought me
are
to
her
Jamaica to do.
father.
Yeah, and
Yes.
I got to perform. I got to open for Toots and the Maytals, which was a blessing, a
Oh,
joy.
that's
And I
so
got to take a
lovely.
picture with him. That's on my Instagram. You can go check it out at Blessed Be Tree.
Nice. That is so nice. That's so nice. I wanted to ask you too, because I know you have so much respect for Bobby Digital and his production. Did
Oh
you
yeah,
ever
yeah.
get a chance to work with Bobby Digital?
No, no, I didn't get no chance. But yeah, I actually my song got mixed in the studio. My
Okay,
first
I knew there was
first big
something.
single called the first single Love Natural African that won me the first Juno got mixed in the studio
Oh,
because Spragga Roots actually works out of that studio. So that's where he brought
okay,
it
because that's
to get
Love
mixed.
African is Firehouse Crew.
Yeah, they made the rhythm, and they used to work out of Digital B at the time. So I said
Yes,
so I didn't get to actually personally meet him or anything, but I had
yes,
some songs, mixed. Actually, before he passed away, may God rest his soul, I actually spoke to him and we were supposed to do some productions because you gave me the link. You told me to link him on Instagram and I
yes,
linked him and then he actually replied, you know what I mean? So we were
yes.
supposed to do some work. So it's really unfortunate that didn't happen.
I know for a fact he would absolutely love working with you. I know he would love your sound, everything like that. And I mean, I would suggest that you stay in touch with his son and Buds. He
Mm,
would, I'm telling you, I can see it happening with you if you keep that connection. I would love that because I know they got a lot of rhythms over there that is still Bobby's, and sure they have the okay to work on those and put them
yeah.
out there because it's their father's material, right? So
Right,
I'd
right.
love that to happen for you.
I'll
Um,
definitely link Bobby and I'll link Spragga Roots
yes, of
and
course. You're there with Sprague. That's his, them at, already.
yeah man, that's family and Michael Nugent too. He's the one who put
Yes,
out Fire Every Day.
yes. Oh,
He
yes.
works out of Bobby's studio too. So yeah, his
Yes.
family, I'm close. It was so close, but so far away at the same time, you know?
Yeah, and it's funny because I'm here and I never saw Spraga. It's actually in Bobby's studio that I finally met Spraga. And I go, look at, he goes, I come all the way to Jamaica and I finally meet you in person and we're over here.
For real,
So
for real.
that's
Yeah,
how
but
I met
back
him for the
then,
first time.
nobody couldn't just come, just run in by your thing. I remember,
No.
you know, you think, I don't think you remember. But yeah, man, from back then, you know, I have you on a pedestal anyways. You know what I'm saying? You know that already. Them time
Oh,
they run the place, man. You
thank
know what I
you.
mean?
That
Things you were doing, I was dreaming about doing, you know?
I give thanks.
Trust me.
That, and I have to be grateful to Bobby Digital. Like you say, you have your Love
Hmm.
African Woman song. Bobby gave me Love Thing, and that is my signature
Hmm.
song. And I thank him. Like we
Yeah,
did that way in '93, and it's still strong today. So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I just like you, I feel so blessed that he gave me that song. So
Hmm.
we all hope for that signature song, and he gave that to me. So I feel blessed.
Yeah, yeah. For real, for
I
real.
wanted to ask you, is there anybody that you would like to work with producer wise that you haven't worked with?
Producer wise, well, definitely I've been talking to Bobby Condas. I'd love to
Oh,
to work with
Master
him.
B.
Yeah, Massive B Records. You know what I mean? There's quite
Yeah,
a few still, you know what I mean? But definitely Massive B, for sure. I'd love to put out something with him, you know?
yeah.
Definitely.
Is there,
I
well,
don't really have a lot of people because me like who me have right now. Me like Walsh Fire, me like
yeah,
the producer that me have right now.
yeah, but yeah, I know, yeah, it's a vibe. And once you feel that connection, you don't break it. It's a vibes and it's working for you. I totally understand that. Is
Yeah.
there anybody that you had collaborations? You did a song with Taurus Riley
Right, right. For
as well.
I Noble Works Studio. Noble
Okay.
Works Studio put that out, you know what I mean? Big up Noble Works. Yeah, man, definitely. That was a blessing. Cause if for people who know me and follow my history, I took a hiatus from the business for a few years well.
Yeah, I
And
remember.
that song was my song, my return, you know, to the industry. So definitely want to big them up for that
Yeah, I know.
opportunity.
I
Man,
know.
I have quite a few. I even have a collaboration with Queen Africa. We remixed the Love Natural African with
Nice.
Queen Africa, which when she was just coming out, she had the song on her MySpace. Them time we had MySpace.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which was a big deal for me. Queen Africa is
Oh
my
yeah.
song, and you know what I mean? On her MySpace, you know,
Yeah.
Lutan Fire, Michael Rose, Grammy Award winning Michael Rose.
All those,
Uh, huh?
all those, I'm missing some. I didn't know about that one.
Yeah, that's in my catalog. In all my email,
Wow.
I send my catalog in all my emails. It's titled Top Songs. Yeah, man.
Okay.
Just forward and check it again.
And you have, of course, with our long time ago, Trinity Chris, you did a song for with
Really,
Trinity Chris.
Chris. Even Sample King too. Me have a song with
Yeah,
Sample King too.
and
And
Cardinal
and hold
Official.
on. And Fire Kid Steenie.
Oi.
Fire Kid Steenie. Me and Fire Kid Steenie used to have a song
Yeah.
from Flow 93 that was in rotation, by the way. That was
Yes.
in rotation on Flow 93 back
Wow.
then. Yeah, man. So
Where is
only,
some
only
of the?
for,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, where are some of the places that you toured and you went to?
Well, musically, I've just really performed in Jamaica. I really haven't toured, but
Okay,
my music,
it's all over.
has toured the world. You see me I
Yes.
say? And there's
Yes.
the proof is in the pudding. Check my Instagram. You know
Oh,
what I
yes.
mean? Which I
It's
think
all over.
a lot of people try to discredit me. A lot of people try to discredit me because I haven't toured the world. But
But
it's the reason why I haven't toured the world is it's not because I'm not good.
no.
Actually had a tour lined up with Shakadima Suppliers,
Yeah.
right? Which we were supposed to tour the world. Them times I was signed with Explorer Records.
Hmm.
The first leg of the tour was supposed to start in Hawaii. You know what
Okay.
I mean? And the day that I was supposed to leave, I had my suitcases packed and everything. You know, before the day, I heard that the tour was canceled because there was storm in the states. There was just some mix up going. So the
Yeah.
tour was canceled. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
if that tour had happened, then it would be a different story. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? So, like I was saying, a lot of people try to use that to discredit me, but I think
No.
I should get credit for not traveling the world, not touring the
And
world,
still
and still being
going punch
known
out.
all around the world. May not show off, but I think
No.
those people need to rethink what they're saying, because
Yes.
they need to think, can their favorite artist who they're giving me, who they're discrediting me for, can they sit in one place like how Bounty Killer do it in a Jamaica? You don't
Yes.
see my tour everywhere, but him
No.
known everywhere.
No,
You see
but
what
you know
I
what?
say?
I should have thought about the way I said that, because you are so right. I was talking to an artist before about putting music out and he's not performing at all. And I was saying, how, he's just has his music, but it's charting everywhere and he has to be seen. And I'm glad you kind of said that, because I'm one of those artists. I don't feel you have to be everywhere on every little thing. And I feel like you've set your standard at a certain way that when people are ready to draw for you, you know what I'm saying? They got to
Mhm.
speak. And because they're going to draw for you because you're not everywhere. So when they do get you, it's a big deal. So
And
I
I've had opportunities to
yes, exactly. That's
also
what I mean.
to travel. You know what I mean? But this is called the music business.
Oh, yes.
And I said, I am not gonna leave my family, who have to be a man for my wife and my kids, to go to Europe to and I have to pay for my own ticket. I have to pay
No,
for my own hotel
no.
with money that I could be using to pay my bills and to support my kids.
Yes,
You know,
you're right.
unfortunately, I can't do that right now. So I have to just
No,
make the music, because I'm not in it, because I'm not doing it for the fame and the fortune and for the hype.
no,
I will
no.
accept all the blessings that I've gotten. You see what I say? And my biggest inspiration is Bob Marley, right? Bob Marley
Yes,
is not here to tour. Bob Marley is not here to do interviews, right? But yet
yes,
still every single reggae chart, Bob Marley is on it.
yes.
That means anything. Every single reggae
Exactly.
chart that means anything, Bob
Yes,
Marley's music is on it. So what does that say?
exactly.
Look again, Vibes Cartel. He's in jail, but he's no
He's all over
dancehall
the place.
artist. No dancehall artist sell more than Vibes Cartel, or
Yes,
streams more than him, or
yeah.
have no bigger collaboration than him. And he's in
I'm,
jail. So we
I'm,
have to make the music do the talking.
yes. I'm so glad you said that, because that's what I try to get through to artists. It doesn't, no run down everything. You don't have to. You can put your music out. You don't have to, like you said, do not leave your home unless it's, you know what I'm saying? Financially, it makes sense and it's respect and you're out there because it's your job. And all these come hit a stage for the $10, $5, 50, cut it out. All artists, I like to say out there, this is our job. Let people respect our job and what we
It's
do in
our
our
life.
talent.
It's our life. Like music is my life.
Exactly.
It's not my job. It's my
Exactly.
life. You know?
Exactly. So it's that time. Just let you quickly shout out people, whoever you want to say hi to, your social media, because they're giving me the countdown.
Yeah, man. I want to big up my wife, Christy Clean. She's in the background coaching me the whole way, telling me
Love
what to
you,
say and
girl.
what not to say. I want to big you up and thank you for having me
Oh,
on
thank
your
you.
show. You know, definitely. I want to big up everybody that I've worked with, that I've released a single with so far. Jump Shot Records, Walsh Fire, the Expanders. I want to big up Gloria Empire, you know, and Explorer Records. That's our next thing. To Dancehall Vaccine was released by my old longtime label, Explorer Records. So we're still
Nice.
good. You know what I mean?
Nice.
So I just want to big up all the people that's been streaming the song Black Man, because I'm watching the streams and I see the streams going up. I'd like to thank everyone that supports the music, that shares it on Instagram, shares it on social media. I'd like to thank all the DJs that have shown me support with the Black Man song, because the Black Man song is more like an independent project with me and Mike Brown. And you know what I mean? Like I'm more involved in that one. In fact, if you go on iTunes, it will say my real name under the song, Peter Skinner. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So big up the DJs that has been supporting the Black Man song for sure. Definitely.
Thank
Big
you.
up everybody.
Thank you so much, Blessed, for being on the show. This show can
Thanks
also
for
be
having me.
heard on the Barn Burner Radio Network on its 122 platforms. The H.E.R Network is part of the Barn Burner Network, Inc. Please check out barnburner.ca for all the news and programming. Watch it, hear it, read it, download it, live it, Barn Burner. See you next time, same place next week. It's the Tanya Milling Show. Have a blessed evening. All take care. Bye.